What I'm most attracted to with photography is the ability for a camera to be able to capture a memory. Photography really is able to capture a moment in time poetically so that I can try to express whatever it is I might be feeling through the camera, and that becomes my metaphor for reality. Whatever I'm photographing and whatever series I may be working on, I feel like the underlying theme that I'm trying to convey is humans' relationship with nature. The Earth series, they were studies, literally, for me to learn how to express myself in a more interpretive way. There is no closed figure in nature. Every shape participates with another. No one thing is independent of another, and one thing rhymes with another, and light gives them shape. Over time, I started to feel this relationship with nature as very comfortable. And it was the big earth around me that gave me inspiration and became my muse. I photographed one full moon each month over the course of a year throughout my pregnancy, a couple of months before I got pregnant and for the next 9 months. The full moon provides the most amount of light at night. The moon is this universal symbol of time. I mean, it's how people kept time, the moon and the sun and the movements of shadows and the tides coming in and out. And it just seemed totally appropriate to connect with the moon as I was pregnant. So after Kai was born, my whole relationship to nature had shifted. And I was having a harder time finding time to photograph, but at the same time wanting to keep working. The sky series started to represent balance, and the horizon signified the balance, and everything above it and below it was the imperfect. Having Kaya growing up and learning how to walk, I think, was around the time that the Abject Diaspora series started. And again, just trying to find this balance and thinking, I can't go out in nature. I need to photograph in the house while she's sleeping. As she was kind of developing into this person, I was starting to really feel like a mom, and how my relationship to my own parents was, and my ancestors, and what was left to me, and kind of all of this kind of coming together and making more sense, I suppose. I wanted to do long exposures. I wanted a softer focus of my subject matter. And so I thought of the pinhole. And so it was able to still get enough crispness of the object, but it still had this soft, sort of dreamy effect. We got chickens about 2 years ago. We had about 12 or 11 to begin with, and it was fantastic. And my daughter at the time was 4, and we thought it would be so great to have her experience raising chickens. And then one day they started laying eggs, and it was just a lot of eggs, and we didn't really know what to do with all of them. And it just was like, it just came to me one day, albumin. And so as I had that idea to do albumin, I thought it really needed a subject that was going to be as equally magical as albumin was to me. And of course, turning to my daughter, my 6-year-old daughter, who's just totally in awe of the world, how everything is so new and her imagination is so abundant. And I would look to that, and it became inspiring to me. This series, Here Nor There, being that place of not only the childlike imagination and the just looking at the world from wonder, but also the adult reality of how everything appears so understood, and combining the two of those. What I was really trying to capture with the Here Nor There series is that idea of the completely loose imagination and how it literally propels us forward as humans. Each series for me becomes the exploration with my questions. And so while I may not come to a definitive answer through making the work, I feel as though, well, when I'm complete with the series is when I've maybe completed my curiosity with it, and I move on to a new curiosity. We all have this human struggle of why are we all here? Where are we all going? Where did we all come from? For me, photography is an investigation of this life. What I hope to do with that is to relate to the viewer so that you understand not only me as an artist, which is less important, but I want you to maybe be able to have the same curiosities or answers to your curiosities, or even ask maybe more questions through my work so that we can relate on a human level.